Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Main Event Breakdown. I am one half of your host, Dawson, and I am here with the other half of your host,
Carson.
and today we will be discussing. I don't know how I'm talking like this, bro.
This is what it is.
We'll be discussing Raw, Monday Night Raw, as of February 9th.
February 9th, Monday Night Raw.
So, what'd you think?
Not a bad show overall. Definitely a step back from Raw last week
Well, yeah.
and SmackDown this past week.
Mhm.
But it's hard when you go right after the Rumble and you're going to Mania, but now you have to take a step back and go to build to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I feel that.
I understand why it is what it is, but like last week, you definitely thought like your next PLE is WrestleMania, everything's building to that. But then you come to this week and you're like, oh yeah, Elimination Chamber is still a thing.
Yeah, I thought it was good. That's really all I can
Yeah.
say. We were treated right away with a AJ Lee surprise.
Well, before that, we got the confirmation from Michael Cole that Braun Breaker is out for
He's
undisclosed.
indefinitely.
Yeah, indefinitely out for who knows how long with that surgery he had to get.
Sounds of it, he's not going to be back by Mania.
Yeah, doesn't sound like he's going to be back.
That's quite unfortunate.
Which is unfortunate, but the WWE will pivot. They'll either just discard whatever match they had planned for him, insert a new match, or maybe he wasn't even like planned to be on the Mania card at all. I don't think that was the case. I think they are going to have to pivot, either add a new match or just take out this match in general. But
LA Knight, baby. Time for some LA Knight action at WrestleMania.
But yeah, it definitely looks like as of now, Braun Breaker is missing WrestleMania. But I mean, is this true? Is this a work? Because everybody thought Seth Rollins was out with that leg injury.
Yeah,
But we don't know.
we really don't know what's happening.
But now we can head into your
Yes.
AJ Lee segment.
Well, we first got a glimpse of it when they were doing the walk-ins.
Yep.
Saw CM Punk pull up in another tough as nails bomber jacket. Another thing that I want to spend money on. But then he walked up and then there was just AJ Lee just chilling there with some new merch.
Some new merch.
And then
Becky Lynch.
Becky pulls up behind and then she starts crashing out.
Yep, as Becky does.
But then
So,
she
Becky
pulls up
came
to the
out.
ring.
Yeah, Becky came out to the ring, started getting like, why is AJ Lee here? All this nonsense. And then AJ Lee comes out.
Yep. And basically just says like, how could I have possibly ruined your life?
You know, I've only done this,
Yeah.
and this. And then AJ's like, now that I say it out loud, I might actually have done that.
Yeah, I made you lose your title, but no, she got it back, so it's all just water under the bridge.
Yeah.
It, in fact, was not water. There was, as Becky put it, there was no water and no bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But then she started, like, tweaking. Like, genuinely tweaking.
Well, then Becky wanted a one-on-one match, and AJ Lee said, well, I made you tap at War Games, so doesn't that make me the number one contender?
Mm-hmm.
And said the only way that Becky's getting a match is if it's for the title, which is happening at Elimination Chamber Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it happening at Elimination Chamber.
I see the way I see it is I think with it being in Chicago, I think AJ Lee loses because you're going to get a big reaction from that, but she doesn't lose clean. I think Becky Lynch uses some form of shenanigans, which then lets them build into a feud at Mania where then AJ Lee ultimately wins the title.
That would be ideal. I hope. But at the same time, like, I don't know who's going to interfere unless you, like, throw Seth Rollins in the mix.
Well, but I
like
don't
that.
necessarily think it's an interference. I think she does like how
Oh,
Gunther
she just-
did that tap away,
She just does
or
the Becky thing.
or like the ref gets knocked down, so she uses a chair, or uses the title belt.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was really hoping to see this happen at WrestleMania and not just Elimination Chamber. But again, it always could.
Yeah, it still can happen.
At WrestleMania. But yeah, we get that called, and that's really about it for that segment.
Then we turn around and we have a tag title match right after.
This match was actually peak. This was peak. I love watching Tozawa go crazy.
Yeah, the match was Alpha Academy against the champs, the Usos, for the World Tag Team Championship.
No, kind of go on a little rant
Go ahead.
about the Usos and their theme song. Why are we still using Jey Uso's theme song? And I know you want to say that it's easier to yeet to, but if you actually listen, they're like to their tag team theme song and Jay's theme song, they're almost the same beat. You could easily yeet to that one too.
I think it's because it's more upbeat, and that's what people started to yeet to. I don't necessarily. I'm not saying you can't yeet to the other one, and I'm not saying it's like very difficult to yeet to their like duo theme song, but Jay's theme song is very upbeat, very like baby face, and that's where the yeeting initially started. So I think that's why they use it.
Yeah, I just want to see it back. TBH. They used it once. They used it at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah,
which was pretty lit. And then I guess the other thing that I wanted to say was not the way it ended. It was kind of the way it ended. I mean, when Otis hit his worm, and then Jay went for the super kick and missed. The Jey Uso hate has got to be so forced sometimes.
Like everybody makes a mistake at their job. His is just a lot more seen.
Yeah.
And it's because like everybody messes up in a wrestling match. But Jay's they just seem more obvious, so then he just gets more heat for it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, I understand he missed the kick, but bro is hitting the worm.
Like it's hard to hit somebody doing the worm.
I fear that it cannot be that easy to kick someone in the face while their head is actively bobbing up and down. So we need to chill. Jay, just take the heat off a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
But other than that, this match was a banger.
I liked it. I expected the Usos to win. I wanted Alpha Academy to win.
Yeah.
But I did not care who won.
Exactly. I'm assuming that with where these are going to go, I know they had a little segment after the match. I for the life of me, cannot remember what it was.
Uh-huh.
They had a little interview. But I believe that eventually it's going to lead to them going against the New Day at WrestleMania. If they decide to do that.
I can see them doing that. It'll be after Elimination Chamber because Jimmy told Jay that he wants him to go after the world title.
Yeah.
Or the WWE title because Roman's going after the world title.
Yeah.
But I can see Jay making it into the chamber, but I don't think Jay's winning the chamber.
Yeah.
As of right now, with how I'm saying, it's either going to be Cody or Randy, I feel, who wins the men's chamber. But we will talk about that more on Friday.
Yeah, we definitely will. But, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I like how when they hit the 1D on Otis, that he hit that, he like perfectly just rolled over.
Yeah, he bounced off the mat and flipped quickly. It was beautiful.
It was very nice, but
great sell by Otis.
Put it away, then you put him away, and I love the signs of respect after the match. Though I kill for that. You know, sometimes obviously like when you have a good heated rivalry, then it's like better to see them be mad. But like if they just hate each other for no reason,
especially when you have a baby face versus heel rivalry, those get heated, whatever.
Yeah,
like. You're not going to see CM Punk and Drew McIntyre giving each other respect after a Hell in a Cell match. But, like, two baby faces who the crowd seems to love, just giving each other some respect after the match, I love to see it.
Yeah. But I guess that's really all I got for that match.
So then we move on to Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan coming out to the ring.
Yes.
To talk about Liv's choice of who she's going to face at WrestleMania.
Yep. And we got Dom being Mr. the romantic,
Yeah,
giving
for
her flowers.
Valentine's Day.
No, for Valentine's Day. Boo
They're
fucking
going,
girl.
going on, and all of a sudden there's flames in the back. And
Dude, Kane came back, swear.
yeah,
For a split second, the entire world thought that Kane had returned.
he's coming after the Intercontinental title. Kane comes back. We all know who he's going to wrestle, and it's going to be Gunther, and Gunther's going to end his career.
No, that's Ric Flair. Ric Flair versus Gunther at WrestleMania.
No. But the pyro goes off, and Stephanie Vaquer walks down to the ring. And then her and Dom start speaking Spanish, which I don't understand. I saw a translation on Instagram or YouTube somewhere, but Stephanie basically said that...
He's a little bitch.
Well, no.
That's what she said. He said Dom said he's a little bitch.
Yeah, that's what she said. Dom had said. But what she said something along the lines of, you should choose Jade. Jade's the easier opponent. Something like that.
She, though?
But I don't think Jade is.
To be fair, she's gonna have her first title defense on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know how I really feel about that, but you know.
The Dom had said, "What do you mean? It doesn't matter who Liv faces. She's been the best women's champion in the business. She is the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. She'll face you and win the title." And then Liv's like, "What'd you tell her? What'd you tell her?" And Stephanie was like, "He said he was a little bitch."
Yeah, that was funny. I got a good chuckle out of that one.
It was pretty good.
But then Liv called her a bitch as well.
But in Spanish this time.
That's the only word I understood.
That was the only Spanish word I understood.
But yep, another great segment.
Dominic got bitch slapped.
He did, low key. We got beat, but yeah, I don't know. Your typical setup WrestleMania match segment.
Yeah, so we got Stephanie and Liv for the title. Maybe you could insert a Raquel in there.
Well, technically it hasn't been confirmed yet, but like
we all know. It's all basic after this.
Yeah, I don't
scene.
Yeah.
You could know.
Yeah,
and I mean she's on Raw, unless they're gonna move her to SmackDown, which I don't see them moving her and Dominic to SmackDown, because then either you have to take the title off of Dom, or you have to switch him with the United States title.
Yeah.
And there's just a whole bunch. So I think she's going to stay on Raw, and I think she's going after this title, which is on Raw.
Yep. That would only make sense. And she had it once before, too, so she probably...
Yeah. And then, like as I said, you can insert Raquel in there to... I saw some videos, like, talking about how, there is some little bit of, like, rivalry heat that can build up between Stephanie and Liv. But if you add Raquel in there, you can easily make a bridge there to bridge this gap, and you could have a triple threat.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily know if I'd want that, because this title was also in a triple threat match last year, and like if you win Chamber or if you win the Rumble, I feel like you should have your one-on-one match. I don't think there should be anyone else who gets inserted. I think you've almost paid your due to get your one-on-one match.
Yeah, which is why I also don't want to see on the SmackDown side of things a Cody, Drew, Jacob
match.
Just let Cody take it off of Drew sometime, and then we can finally get Cody and Randy at WrestleMania, and Randy wins the title.
Yeah.
But these are Friday discussions.
Yeah, these are Friday discussions. We're on Monday Night Raw. That's a SmackDown.
I'm gonna get a little off topic, okay?
Yep. But so that happens pretty much. I think that's confirmed. But then we head into the women's Elimination Chamber qualification match for Raw this week.
Yes.
Which was Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I honestly saw Rhea
Ripley winning.
Rhea Ripley winning the match.
Don't worry, I'm stumbling over words.
Dude, I just can't speak English sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot. I guess then, of course, you got the internet wrestling community. They saw that
the IWC.
That one. What was it? It was, I think, Rhea hit a power bomb on Ivy Nile, and Lyra was trying to hit something, I don't remember what it was, but Rhea threw Ivy down too fast, and then Lyra like fell
Flipped
over her.
later.
I thought that was on purpose,
Yeah.
but apparently that was. I guess allegedly that wasn't, but. And everybody's like, "That's all Rhea Ripley's fault. She should be better with those guys." Shut up, bro. Shut
Can
up.
we just enjoy the product? Do we not have a life? Do we not step outside?
For real?
Do we have to sit here and critique these matches all the time? Like, it is for enjoyment. People mess up at their job. I'm sure if you have a job and you're critiquing these matches that you've messed up. But you have to have a job to mess up. Most of these people, I feel like, don't have jobs.
Yeah, I've definitely, it'll keep pissing me off sometimes because they're doing their job.
We're young and we have jobs. I'm sorry.
They're also probably getting paid like 5 times more than you, so
yeah,
I would just shut up, bro. But
I wish I got paid as much as they do.
I know, but
I could buy the computer I want.
Yeah, bro. Okay,
but Rhea Ripley wins.
Yeah.
And then I think it was here, maybe a little earlier, we have a Judgment Day backstage segment. I think it was after this match, because I think we had the Dom Liv segment, we had the match in between, and then we had this backstage segment where you can start to see cracks falling or developing in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, especially on the guys' side.
The men's side. I think this WrestleMania, the Judgment Day, implodes. Because we don't have JD, who, at least for the guys' side, has been a bridge. He's out injured. I can see Raquel breaking off, and then if she is in that triple threat match, I really see that breaking. So at least Liv. And then Dominic and Finn, I think, break up, and then I think that's the Intercontinental title match for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where that leaves...
Bro, get that thing off of Dominic, please.
Well, where that leaves Roxanne Perez, I don't know.
Yeah, she's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll join AJ Lee and CM Punk, and they'll start a big happy family.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'd like to see something happen there.
But, I mean, we don't know, because I don't think Punk will lose the title, especially with it being in Chicago. And even more so if AJ Lee loses, especially in shenanigans like I'm predicting. But
yeah,
Finn does have the opportunity to win the world title and mess up that WrestleMania main event. But I don't think that's going to happen. But this goes into CM Punk coming out to have an interview with Michael Cole where he starts getting on Finn Balor, and they're going to have a match at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, because Finn Balor comes out and... Well, actually, Finn Balor came out and stole the microphone from Michael Cole.
Yes.
And started...
So they had their backstage segment, and Finn came out right after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then CM Punk came out.
Yeah. And then...
and Adam Pearce was like, no, I'm not putting the WrestleMania main event in jeopardy, whatever. And CM Punk says, yes, you're going to make this match official. And so now it's official.
I have a feeling something is going to happen, though. And he's not going to lose the title, but I have a feeling the way they're like building it, like even with like Michael Cole, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like something's going to happen during that match that either causes Punk to go out, or unless they're just being.
I think they're just they're just questioning CM Punk, and CM Punk's just showing that he's a fighting champion and that he's not afraid to take these risks.
CM Punk can never lose a title. TBH.
I could see him losing at WrestleMania. I need to see how this build goes.
I need to not see Roman Reigns get a title and come every 2 weeks, bro.
If Roman Reigns wins the title, I don't think he'll hold it for long. He definitely won't hold it as long as before, because you can't have a 4-year reign anymore.
No, but I every time CM Punk steps in the ring, his mic skills cease to amaze me. He is just so good on the mic. And my favorite clip of his little segment was when he was talking about like how Roman said, I'm picking you because I hate you. And he's like, you don't hate me. How could anybody hate me? And he's just got this big smirk on his face, just showing him being smug as hell. But
yeah,
I I don't want to see him lose a championship. But that's just because I'm a CM Punk guy. You know, I will obviously always have my bias. But I guess we'll see where things go.
But next we head into a match between Maxine Dupree and Natty.
Natty Light.
Natty Light.
Natty Light. There was not really much substance here, but really
it ended in a
count
out, and then they were going crazy, and Maxine got put in a sharpshooter on the commentator's table. But then AJ Lee comes out to the rescue.
I would like to point out how Natty just put her in the sharpshooter and then just sat there and aura farmed.
Yep.
Quite literally was just making aura farming faces the entire time. But yeah, then AJ Lee came out and
as AJ Lee was helping Maxine to the backstage area, she got attacked.
Yeah.
By, you can only guess it.
Oh my God, it must be
Becky Lynch.
But yeah, I mean, you're just setting stuff up. I'm not really sure where this.
I just remembered Maxine got her own new theme, and for people in the U.S., it played during a commercial break.
Yeah, that's why I said we just gotta invest in a VPN sometime.
Well, but I'm sorry. You can have people come out in their entrances. That's fine if we know their theme. If you're debuting a new theme, and a majority of your audience is in America,
yeah,
and have ads, why are you playing a new theme in an ad break? I'm sorry, I just don't understand it. Well, but Netflix has ads anyway. You have to pay a premium subscription, and I get ads on like just your normal shows. But that's how
streaming services. I tell you what.
Well,
money.
It's not that surprising because this is exactly how like cable TV was.
Yeah.
Like talking with my parents about it, like. You paid for all these cable TVs so that you could get all these different channels to watch your shows, and now you just do that, but with different streaming services to watch all your shows.
Yeah,
and so like if you pay for your cable TV to watch your shows with ads, or you pay for your streaming services to watch them with ads, it equates to about the same. Yeah. So it does not matter anymore.
Yeah, but. We'll
streaming services are the future, though.
Streaming services
are the now and the future.
Then, now, forever.
Together?
Together, that's what the streaming services are.
But anyway, moving on, we have Los Americanos going against Javon Evans and a mystery tag opponent.
The minute I saw mystery tag opponent, I'm like, all right, bro.
We all know
opponent
who
teammate,
it was.
sorry. I'm like, it's gotta be the OG Chad Gable.
No, the original El Grande Americano.
Okay, bro.
We don't know who it is.
Okay, bro.
But it did turn out to be the original El Grande Americano. And Javon Evans, once again, your boy is bouncy.
Dude, that cutter.
That cutter, Bravo was trying to do some dive or something onto the original El Grande Americano. And from the other corner of the ring, Javon Evans. Crazy
destroyed him.
cutter.
Love it. Love to watch it.
I will say, Michael Cole's reaction was a little early watching it on Netflix. I don't know if it got offset or if Michael Cole has a script that he was reading ahead on.
Yeah, I caught that. I was like, "Why? This seems a little bit early."
But I mean, all in all, it wasn't like it was 2 minutes before the move. It was like he said it and then it zooms out for the move to happen. So it is what it is. I love Michael Cole. I can't critique the man that much.
Yeah, but Gunther's gonna end his career soon. So
Gunther is gonna end his career.
But
with how they're building this though, I don't know like who's Gunther's WrestleMania opponent because he's gonna have to retire somebody at WrestleMania.
Ray.
I
feel like with bringing out Dragon Lee, unless it's just supposed to be because he was a tag team opponent, I feel like you could do something with it with the Luchas because he's a Lucha, and then Ray's like, "Yo, back off." And he's like, "All right, you know what time it is? I'm gonna hit my signature move, sleeper hold for 10 minutes, own you bitch ass."
Yeah. Because other than that, I don't know who you could do. Well, Ric Flair says he wants to get
Ric
back in the
Flair.
ring. Jerry the King Lawler said he's got another match in him. He said that in December. So he could come back. We can end his career. But, because I don't think he retired Brock Lesnar. I think he retires Brock Lesnar, and I think that's at SummerSlam, Minneapolis.
Yeah. In his home state.
Yep.
But
anyway, back to Javon.
Javon Evans.
I have to watch SmackDown, but, I mean, he could win my segment for Wrestler of the Week.
Yeah, that could be very good. But, there's always Obafemi.
Yeah.
He's just a big guy.
Just a monster.
He's just, yeah.
He got it last week. He got the accolade.
Yeah, mine had to be Sol Ruca after seeing her performances last
Hey,
week.
and I mean, on NXT, she did win that tag team number one contender match.
Number one contender for the NXT Women's title.
I don't even understand how that is. But anyway, going back to the El Grande Americano story, apparently there is lore in AAA that we did not know.
I was going to bring that up too. Apparently, the original El Grande Americano is a face on the main roster and a heel in AAA.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Well, I guess he comes off as a face
in the main roster. So, in AAA, there was a number one contenders match, and El Grande Americano was supposed to be a part of it. So, which El Grande Americano? Well, the original El Grande Americano handcuffed the other El Grande, I'm just going to call him the fake El Grande Americano. So the original handcuffed the fake in the back and went out and did the match and won. So I don't necessarily because El Grande Americano I think is shown as a heel in general. So I think handcuffing him still shows the original as a babyface, trying to take his spot back.
Yeah, I guess that's just the way I saw it was.
I don't watch AAA anyway. I don't know if I will now. I see WWE's ploy to try and pull more people to watch AAA.
Yeah, because I had no idea. He was talking, or Corey Graves was talking about it, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? But
so I might see clips of it, but I don't actively watch the weekly shows or the PLEs for AAA.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll expand on that in the future.
I don't even know where to watch. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know where to watch the weekly shows.
I think I saw it was on YouTube TV somewhere. I think is where I looked it up. Who knows? But yeah, we got to get into a routine with these for now, but we will definitely try to expand later on, because right now we do Raw, SmackDown,
PLEs,
main roster PLEs.
Yeah.
I think then eventually we will add in NXT, and then after that is probably AAA, and then TNA because they got to deal with WWE, and then the possibility of heading to the other company.
We're gonna go all elite, gentlemen.
But because that covers your entire week, every single day of wrestling. Because you have Raw on Monday, you have NXT on Tuesday, you have Dynamite on Wednesday, TNA's main show, I forget what it's called, on Thursdays.
Impact.
That sounds right. SmackDown on Friday, along with, I think it's Rampage for AEW. And then you have Collision on every Saturday, which is just a weekly show. Yep. But if a PLE is there, Collision might have to be put on the back burner.
Nah, AEW Collision, definitely more important than WrestleMania.
WrestleMania takes up... You do that on WrestleMania weekend, and you go from...
Oh my God.
You go from one Monday all the way to the next Saturday of having wrestling every single day.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy work.
Anyway, thinking forward to WrestleMania for us, we might possibly do say our thoughts on Hall of Fame speeches.
Okay. Okay, I had no idea where you were going with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we can do that.
And then also, depending on what scheduling is looking like, we might also move on to then do NXT after. Might talk about, I think it's Stand and Deliver, is what the pay-per-view is called. That's NXT's WrestleMania. But I think starting main roster on the road to WrestleMania is good. I think starting NXT on the refresh is good.
Yeah. We're new to the whole scene.
So we might start NXT after WrestleMania weekend. We don't know. Personally, Dawson may or may not be there, but personally, I will talk about the Hall of Fame speeches.
Well, I'll definitely be there. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
that's our spiel for our timeline.
Yeah. Back to Monday Night Raw on February 9th, 2026.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just talked about the El Grande Americano
Yeah, I feel
match.
like we wrapped that one up pretty neatly.
So then we move on to, I think the backstage segment was here. Paul Heyman went in and talked to Adam Pearce.
I think I'm gonna intervene and say that you are not correct. I
Where was
only
that?
want to say that was like right away. That was like right after Michael Cole delivered the news of Braun Breaker.
Oh,
I thought that was really
maybe it
early
could've
in the show,
Oh, maybe it was. I thought it was later in the show.
but
It could have been earlier in the show. Either way, there's a backstage segment with Adam Pearce and the Vision. Adam Pearce was there. Paul Heyman comes in and says, like,
he was trying to blame Adam Pearce.
Braun Breaker got injured. This is your fault. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then Adam Pearce is like, you need to not worry about this. Austin Theory has a qualification match tonight. You should worry about that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else. But then he also said that the Vision should not interfere with this match. Or he said should not. He might have said can't. But when we talk about this match, we know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then I would like to point out that afterwards,
Logan
Paul had a little bit of a chat with Mr. Pierce.
and said, you can't stop us. If we want somebody to intervene with this match, we'll do it if we damn well please.
Yeah, this guy is giving me vibes, okay?
Yeah.
And when they did the walk-ins, too, and they showed the Vision walk-in, he hit that neck crack.
I was going to walk in. So if you go back and watch when Braun Breaker got attacked at the Rumble, the masked figure kind of cracked his neck, rolled his head around. A lot of people were like, that was Jon Moxley. He does that all the time. But like we all know he's not returning to WWE anytime soon. But they really on the walk-ins they really emphasized Logan Paul doing that.
Yeah, they like paused and zoomed the camera in on him doing that. So right away I'm like, yeah, there's no way. I'm standing by my statement that Logan Paul is the masked man.
But this match might.
I'm still standing by that statement.
So the match is happening. It's Austin Theory, Penta, and LA Knight. They're going at it. The Vision comes out, does Vision things, hits a tsunami on LA Knight, and then Austin Theory. Then security comes out, starts pushing the Vision back, and then Austin Theory gets attacked by a masked man.
Yep. Obviously, it's not Logan Paul because Logan Paul was there.
Yes. But anyway, they hit the stomp on Theory. Roll him in for LA Knight to hit a Blood Force Trauma and pick up the win. So LA Knight has qualified for the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, sir.
LA Knight is in the chamber. Now let's go back and discuss Masked Man.
All right, I'm still gonna say it's Logan Paul. I think the big reveal will it be Logan Paul. I think this story-wise, I don't know if it actually was him, was Grayson Waller, because I just thought of this right now. I actually just cooked this up in my mind.
Okay.
They were saying that, it's Grayson Waller, and I think that makes sense for this match.
Yes.
I think Logan Paul is like, hey, I got to make myself look good with these guys. You have beef with Austin Theory. Can you be my stand-in for tonight and go cost him. And of course, Grayson Waller's probably like, hell yeah, I'll go do
Yeah,
that.
I see what you're saying with Logan Paul wants to turn on the vision. He attacked Braun Breaker because, like, Logan Paul has been saying, he's a team player, let Braun Breaker win, but
It's a Logan
we
Paul. I know
Logan
he's
Paul,
got.
he's not a team player,
He's got some cooking.
and so then, as you said, goes and talks to Austin, or not Austin Theory, goes to talk to Grayson Waller, and he's like, hey, I need to. These guys, they say they're cool with me, but I think they still have their suspicions on me. Waller, can you go interfere with this match tonight on my behalf, and I'll go chase you down, because Logan Paul went chasing because Bronson Reed kind of followed later, but we all know it was Logan Paul who really did the chasing. Bronson Reed didn't do much. So then he said, he's like, I'll be the one to chase you down, but I'll let you escape.
Yeah. Couldn't catch him, But I think it'll be the big reveal that it'll be Logan Paul. And I'm kind of okay with that.
I could see Logan Paul, they could come out, the Masked Man could unveil himself as Grayson Waller, and then Logan Paul turns with Grayson Waller. And then, since we don't have a Braun Breaker, and probably, since he's out, and then Seth Rollins probably, now that Braun Breaker's out, there's no need for him to come back, you could have a Logan Paul, Grayson Waller versus Bronson Reed, Austin Theory tag match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. But, yeah, I just still think that Logan is behind it.
Yeah, Logan Paul has something to do with it, you're saying?
Yeah, Logan's behind it, and I'm behind Logan being behind it.
Yeah, I agree. I like Logan Paul turning on the vision.
I like Logan Paul turning more heel.
Yeah, I like Logan Paul as a single superstar. I like seeing him chase after singles titles. In the vision, I understand why he's here, but with no Braun, with no Seth, we don't have a clear way to go.
I think that Logan Paul would be great with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yes.
I think that would be such a great thing for him.
Especially now that he's full-time. He's not part-time.
Yeah.
I liked him that he won the United States title. Before then, when he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match, I'd like to see him win it. But with him being part-time at that time, there wasn't much you could see with him doing.
Yeah.
Like, he had like 2 defenses in his however long reign. Because he defended against KO at Rumble. Mm-hmm. He defended against KO and Randy at WrestleMania, and then he lost it at SummerSlam.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not saying the title has to be defended every PLE, or as the United States title is now, defended like every week. Mm-hmm. But we needed to see it more. But now with Logan Paul being full-time, I can definitely see him winning the briefcase, and I can definitely see him cashing it in successfully.
Yes. Now, which title? I personally think you're on the same wavelength when I say this, is that I think Logan would look better with the Undisputed Championship and not the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think he would look better with that. But that is either flipping the titles, which brand they're on, or moving Logan Paul to SmackDown. Which I don't see a problem with either. Yeah. Just as long as you keep the... Like, with there being both titles looking the way they do, with the women's and men's world title looking the way they do, and on both brands, and the same with the mid-card titles. So if you move, like, let's say you take the United States title and move it with the Intercontinental title for men's, I think you have to move the women's too.
Yeah. I don't know what I think would be a crazy WrestleMania thing to get that to happen. Liv won the Rumble. She picks Jade. And by some miracle of God, Dom wins the Chamber and picks Drew. And somehow beats Drew. That you could technically do it that way.
But then you'd have to have the winner of Punk Roman go to SmackDown. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like there's a intended B show from WWE, but SmackDown definitely, it has star power, don't get me wrong, but it definitely has less star power.
Yeah.
Because, you have your Drew and Cody who
and Randy.
Are big stars. Randy, big stars. But, your other person vying for the title, Jacob. Don't get me wrong, Jacob's a beautiful star. Great performer. But, seeing him in the world title picture so quick, it's a little iffy from my standpoint.
Yeah.
But you go to Raw, you have, like, usually in the cycle, you have Seth Rollins, you have Roman Reigns, you have CM Punk. Like, Brock Lesnar, I think, is considered Raw.
I believe so.
And, like, Braun Breaker's even been built to be this huge star. Like, Raw definitely seems to have more star power.
Yeah, and I know it's hard to keep track of saying, like, if you say which show's your A show and which show's your B show.
Yeah.
But I think from a standpoint, like, from if I was in with Triple H's shoes or whoever that decision is, that I would be paying attention to that and getting that tab, because that's the world. You're the World Heavyweight Championship. I understand that, but on SmackDown you have the undisputed champion.
I don't know if it's still technically the undisputed WWE champion or not.
I don't know what it's. It says it on the belt still. That's why I just like saying all of that. But like,
I think it is. But like,
I think they're
you can't call it the undisputed title when there is another world title to dispute it.
Yeah,
but that was the same thought when Roman held it and they introduced the world title.
Yeah, I just feel like that's because it's hard to say that one's a more prestigious title.
Yeah,
because the World Heavyweight Championship is also
it's I can't speak today. Prestigious, but also like this version of the World Heavyweight title has not been around that long.
Yeah,
it was on Seth. He had his feuds. It was on Damian Priest. Lost it to Gunther. Then it went to Jay. Back to Gunther. To CM Punk. Back to Seth.
Yeah.
I mean, CM Punk's is
for
an
like
asterisk.
5 minutes.
Drew's is also an asterisk.
Oh, yeah.
Then Seth had it, and now it's back on Punk. So, like, there have been multiple reigns. Yes, some being 5 minutes or however long. Mm-hmm. But, like, that people have already had multiple reigns of it and have had long reigns with it.
To be fair, I guess this being the undisputed championship didn't have that many reigns either, technically.
Yeah, but
because it was Roman, Cody, Cena, Cody, Drew.
Yeah, but like you can. This one's almost it's that WWE championship we had in 2019, the one that AJ Styles held. Like the lineage of it still goes back to that title, whereas this new World Heavyweight title doesn't share the lineage of the one that Triple H or The Undertaker or Batista held.
Yeah. And I guess you can make if you want to make the argument for for the World Heavyweight Championship, you can say that you can kind of say that it's kind of the big gold, but it's also really it's not the big gold.
The big gold does not have a giant WWE logo slapped in the middle of it. I'm sorry. I understand WWE needs to get its branding on there, but like it is not the big gold.
Just bring back the big gold. I don't know what to say, but anyway.
I don't think they ever will. That means Batista retired has to come forever.
Yeah, but I don't know. I could see whatever happening, but back on what the whole reason we started this conversation being Logan Paul winning it, being the guy, and going on a singles run. Like, I hope that it's the undisputed championship. I just feel like not even like the prestige of the title, but just like the way the title looks.
Yes.
I feel like would look better on Logan.
I mean, Logan Paul winning a world title, in my opinion, I think I like it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people out there who would hate on that happening. There's a lot of people out there who would hate on it happening in like a comment section, but who would enjoy it personally. And then there's people who just flat out say, I would enjoy him being world champion. And I am one of those people.
Yeah, you're a certified Logan Paul Glazer. TBH,
I'll
take it. I kind of start to see the vision now too. I mean, I guess I really didn't like. It's not that I didn't like Logan Paul. It's just you got to give into that heel energy.
Yeah,
but he's a phenomenal athlete.
I Tom Brady will say otherwise.
Yeah, and he also made a stellar beverage. Currently drinking Prime. # not sponsored.
# wish we were sponsored.
We do love us some Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, so Prime Hydration's good, and the Prime Protein that just came out.
Yes.
Enjoying that.
Yes, we are.
I have not been able to get my hands on some Prime Energy, but I do want to.
Yeah, we're just turning
Anyway,
this bitch into a big ol' ad. We're turning it into a big ol' ad.
Hashtag not sponsored. We need to move on.
Oh, well, but I guess that's really it.
Yeah.
Because that was our main event. LA Knight's in the chamber. We now know Randy and LA Knight are in the chamber.
Yes, Randy and LA Knight are in the men's chamber. Rhea and Tiffany are in
the women's chamber.
The women's chamber. What are the chamber qualification matches for Friday?
Cody, Jacob, Sammy. And the women that's a great question.
Women's chamber. I had it.
I know the women's chamber for next Monday. Oh, it's Alexa Bliss, Julia, and third TBD woman.
Who was it?
I can't remember who it is.
Selena Vega.
Yeah.
That's right. I think Alexa Bliss wins that one. I can see Julia winning that one, trying to show that your United States Women's Champion is strong.
Yeah. They also want to make her a triple champion, but that also failed already. So
yeah, that failed already. So I see my prediction for that is Alexa Bliss winning, and we've come up with our own theory. I guess we can talk about it now. We can see how that unfolds for Friday Night SmackDown. We think the Cody, Jacob Fatu, and Sami Zayn match that Drew McIntyre cost Cody and Jacob the match, letting Sami win, but this causes those three to fight, causes Nick Aldis to come out and say, you know what, Drew, at Elimination Chamber, you have to defend against both Cody and Jacob Fatu. I know we said that this match was going to be at WrestleMania, but we're pulling that back a little bit. We're going to say it happens at Chamber, and this is where Cody wins, and Randy wins the Chamber, letting Cody and Randy have their match at Mania, and then you can have Jacob Drew
at
Mania as well.
Yeah.
Because then that gives you more of a clear winner to win Chamber instead of... Because you have both Jacob and Cody in the same qualification match. So one of those two is going to be in... If one of those two wins, they're winning the Chamber.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So then that leaves the... So let's say Cody wins and goes in and wins the Chamber. What do you do for Jacob? Is he just out of this feud? How does he insert himself into this to be a part of that triple threat at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
So after some time sitting there thinking, watching some other people's takes on it, this is definitely a way to go with having Drew cost both Cody and Jacob the match, letting Sami go into the Chamber, and...
I very much like that. I know everybody's like, well, but Cody Rhodes winning the title again, nobody wants to see it, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like that'll blow over once you get him into WrestleMania and have Randy go against him and win.
Yeah, I don't think Cody wins the title wins the title at Chamber and keeps it through WrestleMania.
Yeah, because that's like what? That's still like good 2 months.
Yeah, because Elimination Chamber happens at the end of February.
Literally the last day.
Yeah, the 28th of February.
And then
you have all of March to build, and the
first 2 week or 2 weeks of April.
Yeah.
And then we're right on first 2 weeks, because I do, if I remember correctly, my schedule, I think we have...
Well, I can look it up.
Because I know the 11th and the 12th are on a weekend. And I know WrestleMania is the 19th and the 20th.
It is the April 18th and 19th, 18th, so it'd be 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So, yeah. I would like to see that happen, TBH.
But speaking of Elimination Chamber, if we can get our funds up, get our money up, we might go.
Yeah, if we can get our funds up.
If we can get our funds up.
Yeah,
we'd have to do that, soon.
Really soon. That would be super
But if we go...
amazing.
That'd be, we do like a quote-unquote pre-show, our prediction show.
Yeah.
There. Not in the building, but in Chicago. But if we can go, that would be fantastic, and I'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But scheduling, who knows how that's going to work out.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a local wrestling business that comes around here quite often, and they also had an event scheduled for the 28th, so we were debating on, are we going to go to that and then watch Elimination Chamber late? Yeah. Are we just not going to go to that? But due to some injuries and some unfortunate scheduling ability for some of those wrestlers, they have moved that event, so
we're chilling.
We
are chilling. I would love to go to Elimination Chamber also because I got to see my GOAT wrestle in his hometown. Yeah. But again, we'll have to look at the old ticket prices.
I think they'd go down. They go down the closer you get to the event.
I did just see a video, a TikTok, and they were like, "Guys, buying your tickets a week out is not a bad idea."
Yeah,
because they go down in price.
The only other problem other than getting those tickets is
getting there.
The hotel. The drive isn't bad.
The drive isn't bad. Yeah, from here to Chicago, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Finding a hotel that's a decent price and in a decent area of Chicago.
Yeah. And then for us, it's looking at funds of getting the ticket price. Do we also then get a 2-bed or just a 1?
I don't know.
It's cheaper for a 1.
Listen, we can get a 1-bed. I know where I can get like a cot or something. You can throw that sucker down there.
Yeah, I'll go sleep in the bathtub.
Yeah, someone walks in. Housekeeping. There's a guy laying in your bathtub. He's supposed to be there. But
anyway,
I don't know.
We'll probably know sooner rather than later whether we're actually going to go or not.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
If we do go, the Elimination Chamber recap will be a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, who knows? The audio might be bad. We might even do it on the car on the way home.
We could.
Actually, I'm thinking about this. We can get tickets. We don't even have to stay in a hotel. We can drive there. Probably even the day of. If we leave early enough, we can drive there the day of.
Let me do a little Google map checking right now and see what's the drive time from here to Chicago, Illinois. 5.5 hours.
Yeah, so you could leave here the day of because Elimination Chamber's not going to start till the evening.
Yeah.
It's not going to start till 7 our time.
Who needs a hotel?
And then we can just drive back the night of too.
Yeah.
So we don't even need a hotel.
It's on a Saturday too, so you already know I won't do anything that next Sunday.
Yeah.
But
you might have work unless you take it off. Which, if we're going, you'd take it off.
Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, I'm just gonna. I might be in Chicago. I might come back. I might not come back. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but if we can get tickets, I would be down to go.
I would so be down to go.
So, we will let you guys know as soon as we can.
Yeah, we should probably. We've been yapping for a hot minute here.
Probably like an hour.
We're pushing it, but thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Main Event Breakdown.
Episode 4.
I'd like to point out that there potentially some big changes in the next episode, but you will see what happens then. But until the meantime, we will see you guys in the next one. See you later.
Goodbye.